Welcome everybody to the Nighttime Society.
Hi.
Sup, John?
How's the weather?
You guys ever just look up at the moon and think to yourself how sad it is you'll never be able to watch the Santa Claus trilogy starring Tim Allen for the first time again?
Well, now that you mention it, I was actually thinking about that last night. I was out on my deck, looking up to the stars, just wishing that I had the chance to see that one scene where Tim Allen calls out that in the morning he's getting a CAT scan for the first time again.
Good times.
It actually kind of breaks my heart a little bit.
I'm alright.
Come on, guys. Don't be so down. Movies are made for multiple viewings. No matter if you've seen the Santa Claus twice, 3 times, 172 times, you learn something new every time you see it. There are little details you miss in your original viewing that just end up making you appreciate the art of the Santa Claus more and more every time.
Well, I guess you're right.
That's a pretty positive way to look at it.
Do you have any examples though?
Well, I did watch the Santa Claus 2 a little while ago, and I realized that movie's a lot creepier than I remembered it being. Something about a plastic version of Tim Allen that tries to take over is really creepy. Something about the whole aesthetic of evil clones, it's just terrifying to me.
Well, that's funny, because it actually brings me back to what I wanted to talk about tonight. Do you guys remember that old Minecraft urban legend where Notch's dead brother haunts the game as an evil version of Steve?
Let's hear it.
Welcome back, my friends, to nighttime. During the nights, I often like to stay up late and play games with my friends online. It's a fun pastime. Nothing like talking about your lives over the party chat and planting some crops in Minecraft. Minecraft has been a very influential game over the years and one of my personal favorite games of all time. I was so excited when I first heard about it that I got it as soon as I could and forced all my friends into playing it. Eventually, it died down, and I hadn't played it in a while. However, with its resurging popularity nowadays, I decided to give the game another visit. The nostalgia was great, and many of the new features were nice additions. But then, I remembered. Him. The being who haunted Minecraft since the beginning of time. Herobrine. Back in the day, Herobrine was one of the most iconic things about Minecraft, right next to the Creeper.
Oh man!
Since its popularity has dwindled a little bit, many people are confused about what exactly Herobrine is. Is it a mob? An NPC? An Easter egg? Or a haunted demonic being inside of Minecraft? What with all the stories, live streams, mods, and even changelogs, it's hard to tell what Herobrine actually is in relation to the game. That's why today we will be talking about Minecraft's greatest and scariest urban legend.
Have you seen the Herobrine?
To start off, I want to state that Herobrine is not real. Although many people think he is, and I can't blame them, he never once appeared in the game, and unless you use mods or skin packs, it is impossible to have Herobrine in the base game. There are no references in the source code of the game that would allow such a being to exist within it. So, if Herobrine was never in the game, then how did he get so popular? Well, to figure that out, we'll have to go back to the very beginning. Herobrine is a creepypasta that first appeared on 4chan's V-board. It was shown alongside a single, ominous picture, which depicted a Herobrine hiding in the distance, emerging from the fog. This is what the story claimed. I had recently spawned a new world in single-player Minecraft. Everything was normal at first, as I began chopping down trees and crafting a workbench. I noticed something move amongst the dense fog. I have a very slow computer, so I have to play with a tiny render distance. I thought it was a cow, so I pursued it, hoping to grab some hides for armor. It wasn't a cow, though. Looking back at me was another character with a default skin, but his eyes were empty. I saw no name pop up, and I double-checked to make sure I wasn't in multiplayer mode. He didn't stay long. He looked at me and quickly ran into the fog. I pursued out of curiosity, but he was gone. I continued on with the game, not sure what to think. As I expanded the world, I saw things that seemed out of place for a random map generator to make. 2x2 tunnels in the rocks, small perfect pyramids made of sand in the ocean, and groves of trees with all their leaves cut off. I would constantly think I saw the other player in the deep fog, but I never got a better look at him. I tried increasing my render distance to far whenever I thought I saw him, but to no avail. I saved the map and went on the forums to see if anybody else had found the pseudo player. There were none. I created my own topic telling of the man and asking if anyone had a similar experience. The post was deleted within 5 minutes. I tried again, and the topic was deleted even faster. I received a PM from username Herobrine containing one word: stop. When I went to look at Herobrine's profile, the page 404'd. I received an email from another forum user. He claimed the mods can read the forum user messages, so we were safer using email. The emailer claimed that he had seen the mystery player too, and had a small directory of other users who had seen him as well. Their worlds were littered with obviously man-made features as well, and described their mystery player to have no pupils. About a month passed until I heard from my informant again. Some of the people who had encountered the mystery man had looked into the name Herobrine and found that the name to be frequently used by a Swedish gamer. After some further information gathering, it was revealed to be the brother of Notch, the game's creator. I personally emailed Notch and asked him if he had a brother. It took him a while, but he emailed me back with a very short message. I did, but he is no longer with us. As you can see, this is a very obvious fake creepypasta. However, this post was the start of it all. A streamer for Brocraft named Copeland had found the story on the forums and took a liking to it, deciding to make a staged Herobrine encounter for his fans. He had a work-in-progress room which he planned to show his fans in the stream. However, he had made a retextured painting to look like Herobrine and set it up for a jump scare later on. 20 minutes and 45 seconds into the stream, he opened the door, ran away, and pretended to be scared when talking to his chat. Many viewers saw this as the first ever Herobrine sighting. After the stream, Copeland posted links in chat leading to a website titled ghostinthestream.net/him. The page simply featured Steve's face replaced with human-like rolling eyes with the message encoded underneath it. Once decoded, the message reads, "It has been reported that some victims of torture during the act would retreat into a fantasy world from which they could not wake up. In this catatonic state, the victim lived in a world just like their normal one, except they weren't being tortured. The only way they realized they needed to wake up was a note that they found in their fantasy world. It would tell them about their condition, and tell them to wake up. Even then, it would often take months until they were ready to discard their fantasy world and please wake up." This was actually taken from another creepypasta called Wake Up. For about a year, Copeland continued to convince people that Herobrine was real, before he ultimately confessed to his tricks. In the end, it was all an elaborate joke. The community came together and created a horror story which became so popular that even Mojang got in on it. His first official Mojang appearance was in the Wedding Weekend promo image. He later appeared in the Minecon header, the Xbox section of Minecon, and was even a prize statue for a contest at Minecon. Herobrine also appears in the Minecraft changelogs, with Mojang stating that they removed him from the game. And later, with the release of Beta 1.9 pre-release 2, the Creepy Music Disc 11 was added, which many feel to be a reference to Herobrine. The fact that Mojang played along so much is easily one of the major reasons that people believe that Herobrine is genuine. The people over at Mojang actually got quite a bit of feedback from fans, being pestered with questions over and over about his existence. Notch has made many comments that escalate very differently on the topic, stating, "The Herobrine stuff is awesome and kind of scary at the same time. It really shows how little control a content producer has over the content." Getting loads of tweets and emails about Herobrine again, "I don't have a dead brother and he never was in the game. Not real, never was." Fine, Herobrine is real, and he gains spooky vengeance haunting power whenever you remind me of him. Only way to stop him is to ignore him. So there we have it, the Mythical Herobrine. It's interesting to see how a dedicated community can come together to create something so vivid. Something that even the creators have to acknowledge. Though there are still supposed sightings to this day of Herobrine, Mojang has stated on several occasions that there is no plan to ever actually add an NPC like him into the game, and unfortunately he's slipping further and further away from the minds of those in the community. Which means he'll only ever exist in our dreams. Good night. The end. So what'd you guys think of that story?
That's a pretty good story.
It was alright. I guess it was... Oh my god, what happened to all the trees? Do you know what...
What?
Yo, where did PJ John go?
The fuck? John? The fuck? Hello?
What the shit? I don't know where he went. You know, it kind of reminds me of, like, the vanishing of Santa Claus from the Tim Allen comedy, Santa Claus. T-Dog? I don't... Hello? Where'd everybody go? Down here? Is that a light? Hello? Anyone down here? T-Dog? Is that you?